Hello friends, today my topic is tips and tricks for Selenium part 2. Friends, this is the second video of this series. If you want to watch all videos of this series, you just have to click on this button. So, today's tip is never use hard-coded values in your framework. Friends, always avoid to use hard-coded values in your framework. Now, important thing is that what are the values that can be hard-coded in our framework. For example, these are the hard-coded values we can use in our framework. So, we have to avoid all the things. First, URL of the application, username, password, browser, which browser you are using, operating system, and hard-coded locators. Now, one question come into play. Why we should not use hard-coded data or values in our framework? Friends, let us assume that we have an application that have different modules. To access every module in the application, we have to hit the URL and do the login. For example, if we have 10 modules in our application, for every module, what we have to do? We have to hit the URL on browser and do the login. Similarly, for module 2, hit the URL on browser and do the login. So up to 10 modules, we have to do same thing again and again. It means that we are writing same code multiple times, means 10 times. But in future, if the login or URL change, then we have to do the changes at multiple locations. Means we have to do the changes in all these 10 modules. And this is not a good practice. Now, how to avoid this? What is the solution of this problem? First, to avoid hard-coded locators. Friends, if we have a web element whose value change dynamically, for example, if you are going to find out the locator or XPath of an element and the XPath of that element is like that, ID ABCDEF 5678. Here, in this ID of the element ABCDEF always remains same, but 578 is a dynamic value. It changes every time. So, to avoid this thing, we have to use contains keyword in our XPath like this. Give contains ID ABCDEF. So, this is the way to avoid hard-coded locators. Means if you are going to use this XPath in your code, means you are making hard code of this locator, then next time when you will run your script, this XPath will not work because 5, 7, 8 last 3 digits are dynamically changed and this value will not found and your code will not execute. So to avoid this thing, always use contains with your XPath. Now, next point, to avoid hard-coded URL, username, password, browser and operating system. Means how to avoid to make these things hard-coded in your framework. We have to do following step. First step is that create a class, you can say a base class, and create different methods for URL, logins, browser and operating system, and access these methods in your code where these required. Second, create a property file, put all the data like URL, username, password, browser, operating system into it in the key value format like this. URL this, username this, password this, browser this, operating system this. Friends, always remember one point, whenever you use property file, you must have to pass the data in that property file in key value format. Means this is the key and this is the value. And for example, if you want to use this URL in your code, you must have to pass only this key, not this value in your main code. Similarly for all these things. Friends, to make it more understand, let's move to this picture. Here in this picture there are 3 sections. This section represents our main code and this section represents property file and this section represents base class. In base class we have create different methods that we can use in our main code whenever they require. But in the property files we are using different key values that we are going to use in our main code whenever they require. For example, if you want to use username, password, browser, operating system or URL, you just have to fetch all these values from property file to our main code. Now important thing is that If your username changed, then you don't have to do any change in your main code. You just have to change username in the property file only. This is the most important thing. So friends, by using these two ways, we can do the following. First, we can hide the URL, username and password from the user. Second, if the URL, username, password, browser and operating system change, then we have to change these values only in the property file. So friends, this is the second tip of the Selenium. Friends, if you like my video, please like it, comment it and share it with your friends. Friends, don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. If you press the bell icon, you will get the notification of the next video that I am going to upload on my channel. Friends, if you have any doubt about this topic or any other topic, then you can write me in the comment section of this video. I will try to reply as early as possible. So friends, have a good day. Thank you so much.